Well, the Premier League got back at the weekend, and there was no draws, which is very weird for an opening day of the season. 10 winners, 10 losers, and I will go through the best weekend results, starting on Friday night with Brentford versus Arsenal. And I'm going to be honest, I always thought Brentford would win that game. I never believed in Arsenal, I never trusted in Arsenal, and you'll think that night. Friday night, first game of the season, Brentford, first game in the Premier League, the first game with fans in the new stadium. I think Jim Carragher said it, it's Arsenal. And it's an Arsenal performance. We scared no leaders. But before going to Arsenal, let's get credit to Brentford. The director back system worked with the wing backs pushing, the great midfield determination. They went up long and put it up Arsenal. The attitude they played nice one-touch football and triangle can really stretch the Arsenal defence. And let's be honest, they could have got a lot more Brentford. It's a really good performance by Tom Strank's men. It's a good momentum really going to Crystal Palace. Now they got one over the top six. They got one at home, they got that 3 points in the bank, and they can feel like welcomed in the Premier League. It all settled down other than probably going to Palace game thinking, well, we've got to get something, then going to game after thinking, well, we've got to get something out of that. So really, really good performance by Brentford, and I think they will do well. I think they're predictable, they will go hard at teams, they'll physically bully teams, so it's like that West Brom last year in a way where you always get the team that will go and try and bully you, try and put it up you, but also the technical team, a lot of good young players. He's coaching them and improving them, so he's bringing them to a system and getting them good experienced football, not through the youth academy. So I think Brentford will do really well this season. But Arsenal, they were a joke. They were an absolute joke. Arsenal. They've been an absolute joke for ages. Watching the game, do you really think they'll score? Do you really think after Brentford's goal you think, yeah, Arsenal will get back again? No, you didn't. People saying they made a bamming like a shot. Did they? Honest to God, I mean, what have they done in last year? Nothing. To me, it's worrying when you're relying on three teenagers to drag you out the game and you left back. Look at Arsenal, and I look at Arsenal in general, not the team, in the board, the manager, starting 11, the squad. There's no leaders, there's no determination, there's no players playing by the badge, there's no people who's going to grit in, there's no calmness, there's no fluency. The team selecting was wrong, the tactics were wrong by Arteta, and even on the pitch, you can blame the manager by getting tactically wrong, or getting the team wrong by not playing Xhaka. I've got a squad where they can rest and rotate players are not that good, so I think you need to shout him. Not going to strip the back, not going a bit more direct, but in that midfield there was no grit, there was no determination, there was no we're going to go into, we're going to press tonight, we're going to button press it, or we'll sit back, we'll give him time on the ball. There was no organisation by any of the players. The goalkeeper again, 2 goals, I questioned the VAR. No one wanted to get out. No, just thought, oh, we'll look right at the minute, we'll just drop back a bit more, we'll let them spring for Kate on the counter. They're a mess, and they've been a mess for ages, like I said. No leadership. The board need questions. Why aren't they recruiting properly? Why are they buying Chelsea rejects? Louise, Chelsea reject, not going to get Arsenal back to anywhere. William, Chelsea reject, not going to get Arsenal back to anywhere. Ben White, good defender, but you need a leader. You need somebody next to him who will improve his game, who will make up for his mistakes. So he will make mistakes. He hasn't got that. He's going into the Arsenal team, a young lad from Brighton, 50 million, who wasn't a leader at Brighton. And yeah, Brighton fans, he probably wasn't their best defender in a back three where he can probably afford to play out a bit more because he got a bit more protected. He got to lead the defence, which he'd never done. He got called up for England and didn't make the squad man, didn't make the starting 11 when Maguire got injured. And only 50 million, so every mistake he made, people criticised him. So it's a bit odd, that I'm not going to lie. The link with Coutinho again. Today could go two ways. He could refine his career at Arsenal, but I think to do that, I think you need a good coach to develop him, to improve him, to get him fitter. I don't think Arteta's that. Or he could go away with Mesut Ozil, or he does all Porcento, don't turn up, get a massive paycheck at Arsenal, do shit, run his contract down, take money up, take players up, and end up being a disgrace. And I think it will go that, and I think with Arteta in role, it'll be the latter. Like, you don't give players chances, Arteta. He don't change. Like, one thing I like about Arteta was, earlier, he changed. He started out with a thought at the back, then he went to the straight back, and it worked. And he won the FA Cup pincher at the back. He played Man United at Old Trafford, where Arsenal was average, let's be honest, they were very average Arsenal, but he attacked, went straight at the back. He made United could get through on the way where we were powerful. Done that. He's showing what he thought at the back. He's trusting players who just let him down, let Wenger down, let Emery down. He was just rubbish players. They're not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. They're not good enough for Brentford Football Club. They're a mess, and I got no hope in Arsenal this year. And I do fear on Mikel Arteta, and I do fear for his Arsenal job probably managed to career. I think it's a wrong appointment. I think you need a manager with a bit of experience, with a bit of balls. Go into that football club and sort it out. Maybe Conte. But I don't know why he would go to Arsenal. He just won Serie A. He want to play for a team, can't get in Europe. Doubt it. I also feel a bit for him because I fear for his career. His third job, massive mess up at Arsenal. The team will be looking at and thinking, do I really want him to really take that race? Look at Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard didn't do badly at Chelsea. Frank Lampard didn't do badly at Derby. He's been out of a good job for 6 months, and he can't find one. I really do feel like Mikel Arteta, maybe big managerial career, and I should last year get out and get that Dortmund job. Good young players, good fan, a good squad, and it might get you back out. He hadn't, and yeah. Anyway, Man United 19, Ahmed lead, and it's a really good performance by United. Second half, first half, sorry, thought we played well. I thought we could have come through up the gate a bit, maybe a bit of match sharpness weren't there. Maybe first game of season, maybe you get into a ribbon, but I thought we did very well. But I thought like a few more games, and I thought Leeds did look down in the brighter, especially in that gap between Maguire and Shaw. Second half though, I thought Leeds started in 30 minutes better and scored a great goal where United need a CDM because Fred should have been blocking that shot or going out, nowhere to be seen. Crossing his man and off pivot was a no-no. But since Greenwood got that goal, United haven't done. Paul Pogba left on the left mid-ock a 3. That's representing his world-class left, 4 assists, should have got a goal. Linking up play, passing triangles, good trench, power. He had a good season there last season, and he's kicked on. Fernandes looked like he's alive. He looked like he's more energetic, and I always say with Fernandes is he play with emotion. I wouldn't say he play with passion, where he shows emotions. He's an energetic player, and that where he lost it, you think at the end of last season, might have lost Player of the Year at the end of last season because he didn't have that energy, he didn't have that power. He was about 5 seconds slow to press. You're 5 seconds slow with the ball. He couldn't think as clearly. You might think that came on with the Euros. So he looked energetic. He looked back to himself. Mason Greenwood at top, I thought he was fantastic. He proved he can be number 9, or he really gained well. He's strong, he's smart, he can finish, he's both feet, he's good in the air, he can come deep, but fourth goal, no one noticed this, but he made a run where he took both defenders with him, so he gave Fernandes room to run into him with the pass with Lindelof. That smartness, that awareness, an unselfish run, what no one noticed. Like, they are top by a striker, and Mason Greenwood, what a player he is. I mean, I think he's England's second best striker, or second most natural striker behind Kane. I think he's second all round behind Kane, and we need to keep this guy in the England system because he will be a superstar in the future. Nothing about that. I mean, first game front of crowd against Leeds, to play number 9 with United and feel fantastic, because we know United had the problem with Rafford, Martial, this guy will be a number 9 for Manchester United, he'll be a number 9 for England, and we just need to keep being fit, keep his head, and hopefully he can flourish this season. On United title chance, do I think we'll win the league? I think we're in the mix. I think we can if we keep our players fit, but that's word, if we keep our players fit. I think we haven't got the quality of Man City or Chelsea. So I think that could be a problem. I think we need a CDM because I think Leeds did look to him for the counter-attack in the first half, and I think Baldy Leeds goal, a great goal, but your CDM got to be blocking that. I think we need a goalkeeper. I like De Gea, I like Henderson. I think De Gea's past it now, to be really honest. I think in the big games, he's not his shell, he's weak. He's poor, he's a bit sloppy. Henderson, too hot-headed in decisions. Pickford, like, too emotional. I think you need to learn a bit. I would like Oblak, winner, leader, good, strong, good coming out, a good shot stopper, a calm keeper. I think Man United need to get Oblak and a CDN. Rumour with Nemeth we linked. I think Nemeth will be a good signing if he can be a squad player. If he can boost our squad depth, I think he'll be a really good signing Neves. Will Oli mould Don into a CDM? He could do, but I think that will take a while. I think he won't do it over one season. McTominay, can he be moulding a CDM? You think he will be the person that don't sign a CDM who will be? He's played obviously at centre back for Scotland and he's good in the 8. He's good in the 8, though he doesn't mix them together. He can be a CDM. He got the heart, he got the passion. Play by United. You know what the club's about. It came to the youth academy. But I think right now United need a top CDM. I would like Shaw, read the game well, good on the ball, a winner, a leader, good tackler, can give them fouls away because he's quick enough, can smell the danger out. Kevin we linked with, he can be another good signing. Only thing I'm questioning is his age. Is he a bit too young to have that pressure put on him? Rice, tall, good in the air, good passer. He's disciplined. You won't get hot-headed. Yet again, he could be another one of Manchester United. That's what I think we need to win the league. They're the things I do worry about. But Varane, I think he can let his shine after summer. Sancho would be poster boy no matter what. But if you're like any Man United fan, all we needed a centre back. We needed a quick centre back. The centre back is good on the ball. We need a leader to take that pressure off Maguire. And also if Maguire get injured, we got that back up. We got that depth. Because when Maguire got injured both last year, we was a mess. Like, honestly, it was so bad. Sancho, that's on the right, for the most all-rounded right side of wing in the Premier League. He can put a ball in back and like. He can cut in. He can cut it on his left. He's 2-footed. He's strong. He's quick. He's powerful. He got that flair. He read the game well. He did well. Against Leeds going on, he can cut their defence open. He'll be a really good signing. I'm a superstar in the making. And him and Cavani, watch them. They will link up with so many goals. Him, Cavani, Greenwood, Fernandes. He had the brilliant relationship with Haaland, linking up. I think he'll have a similar one with Greenwood. I think Haaland and Greenwood are similar strikers, but Cavani and Sancho would love each other. Sancho will go in, get in the chase, whip the ball, and Cavani strong in the air, his little movement. That would be brilliant. And Fernandes in behind, linking up, dragging balls back for each other, running in behind against better teams. United got one of the better attacks in the league. If you ask me, I mean, we've got so many options there, and it's frightening. But I just look at the depth in the midfield. real quality. It's a bit worrying if you ask me. I look at what to get centre back. I think we might need one more centre back, to be honest. I wasn't happy Tonte went out on loan. I thought he should have shared, but I think we need a goalkeeper and a CDM in our starting 11 to get ourselves to that next level, in my opinion, because I think we'll just fall short. I think we'll win a cup, but I think league time, I think the league will find out. If you don't know the number one goalkeeper and you haven't got a CDM, I think this league will find you out. I think United, I don't got that yet. But there you go. But we still got, I think, 2 weeks left in the window. Man United probably will come pull shot out the back, out of the bag. And I think we need a backup right back, a Trippier, like a leader, someone to set up Champions, somebody who can come in one-off games if you want to change the formation, you can change the tactics, you can play right back, right wing back, left wing back. I think Trippier will be a really good signing of Man United. But yeah, time to positive. We've got so much attacking depth, it just goes the pitch where I look at the depth and I look at them positions and I think we need improving. Just look at what Fabinho done, look at what Alisson did with Liverpool. They came in and their level went up. Okay, Van Dijk was the poster boy, but there still were problems in the midfield and goalkeeper when Van Dijk was left. The time the goalkeeper, the time the CDM, the won Champions League, they came second with the league, losing one game against that great Man City team. And they won the league the year after. So I think we do need that, just another level up. But you don't know what could happen. Chelsea won 3-0 against Palace. I said they needed a centre back, and they look like they got from the youth academy. Seen him twice, good on the ball, can drive out, quick, good in the air. Nathaniel Chalobah, he'll be a super sharp for Chelsea and England. He started life well at the bridge. He got the right coach, he got the right leaders, he got the right personality around it. He got a good atmosphere, he got a good goalkeeper, real good signing. Romelu Lukaku, he's a fit, he's a fox in the box, he's a nightmare, he's strong, he's quick, he's powerful now. He's too good playing, he can do what he did by Belgium, what Martinez took by Belgium. He's playing on the, he can go to the right and interlock with Mount, Havertz, Werner. I think he got that in, I think at United, I think he took a centre forward. Now I think he can play more of an interlocking role with other players. I think he got that pace in him. But he can he'll just be a nightmare with transporting him. Then the three of Lukaku, Mount, Werner, I can't remember his name, Ziyech, Pulisic, yeah, they'll just be a nightmare. Because Lukaku's strengths against low blocks, coming deep, dropping. It'll be a nightmare by defenders, and on the break, just them three just interlocking with each other, changing. Good luck defending that. Liverpool 3-0 win against Norwich. They played well. I still ask questions just at Liverpool defence. I think they need another defender, because I think Matic and Gomez between one defender, to be really honest. Kunde played on the bench. I got question marks over him. Okay, he can be a good defender, but I think he couldn't get in line to his best team last year, and to me that's a bit of a worry. I think they need another optimum midfield. I look at Darren Milner in midfield. I think they could afford playing at Norwich, but better positions. I think you need better options. They're after Santos, they're after Shaw. Santos is more career because he had the good Euros. You shouldn't really buy a player after a good international tournament. Shaw, he's a winner. He's proven. He's aggressive. I think Liverpool do need a player like that. I think they need a striker. I think they need someone who will get 20 goals a season. I think they need someone who can come deep, who's good in the air, just all around. Firmino just lost his touch a bit. Okay, I know he scored that weekend. I know he did well against United, but overall, nah, not like it. And I think you can tell, Klopp, let's be honest, he's putting on the bench by Jota. But I still think Liverpool do need work to do to win the league. I think they got more chance to win the Champions League. I think they're more like a cup team, but win the league, I think it'll be tough for them. Sunday, West Ham, I think they played very well. Question marks off the back. I think they need a few more defenders, but again, up front, they took Blue Noon tackle apart. using the whips off the pitch, using the think throughout the back really well. Antonio strong, deadly, and they could bring another prize. I think they won't get the shape like they did last year. I think an odd seeding, but I think they could get top 10. West Ham, and I think Moyes done that very well. He organised and he brought in leaders. He's a developed player. He recruited well. He done real well. David Moyes, and first versus Manchester City. Harry Kane all over this. I think Harry Kane will be all over this. But I think one thing first can write on now is they're not relying on Kane as much as I thought. I think they still need to get smaller against teams where they will sit back and Tottenham will have to bring it on to them. Like I think they got Wolves that weekend. They have to do that against Wolves. But on the break, the deadly against teams who will come out home against teams who will have a lot of possession on the break. The deadly, the rip City apart. Moura, Sean, Bergwijn. If they can get the Ali playing well again, they'll be a threat. Tottenham. I think they won't get top 4, but maybe 5th, 6th. I think they can get. Knowing Levy the way he operated, to get rid of Kane, they will bring someone else in. I heard the link with Martinez and Inter Milan striker. I don't know how much that is true or it's actually on, but I think that will be. Obviously, it'll be a bit of a step down, but I think that will be a good replacement. But Tottenham, I think Tanganga, he looked a real solid one, good attacking player, read the game well, can get out, a good fullback, better than the two numpties they got there. Skip, I think he adapted really well with Grealish. I've worried about Skip with Grealish. I thought he was a bit too close for 20 minutes, but he kept looking well after that. He went in hard on him. And they played well. They were really organised. No silly fouls with Tottenham, what you normally get. But I think overall, I think they do need 2 more centre backs. I think they definitely need a striker. I think they need a left back. I think they need a right back to fill Tanganga consistent. And probably when each other young lad though, when he drop off, you can obviously rotate him. And I think they need a goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper is still a worry about Tottenham. But they played very well, and they did surprise me. Tottenham deservedly got the 3 points. Man City. Well, what do we say about Len? I thought they were really poor. I thought they were a bit complacent after 20 minutes. I thought 20 minutes, they won't hammer Tottenham up. They'll win. They'll create enough. Tottenham play will go, and they'll just do what Italy did in the Euros. They'll do what they did last year. They'll just kill teams talking that second half. It'll be a tight first half. Then the fitness will kick in, the quad will kick in, and they'll get 2 goals. They might get 3 goals. But yeah, they're just shocked, and I think the personnel weren't right in that midfield. I think Gundogan and Grealish. I think Grealish can upgrade on Gundogan. I think they can't play in the same midfield. I think against the top teams, against your top 6 and Leicester in the Champions League, I think Fernandinho's done. I think he was so slow. Tottenham just teared him apart. Then Kyle Walker, which on the Euro, he's a seat code. He'd probably give you centre backs another 5 yards to push up. He's that quick. I mean, think of the Muller chance, how much quick he got back to Muller. He probably got Rice. He probably chopped Rice getting sent off after the Germany game. Diaz and Naki pairing, it's not right. I didn't like it. I think we proved so many times Diaz is not a sweeper. He weren't great with Laporte last season. In the first half, he weren't great in the Euros when he had to just sweep, when he was on the right. I didn't like that. I didn't like that, to be honest, because he can't push up. He's backing away. He's not quick. Mendy and Ake, no, not good together. Mendy's rash and stupid. Ake, he's good in the air, but he's good in the air, but I think Ake, he's going to get in that shitty team. I think he needs a sweep. I think he needs a Jimmy to John Jones, but no, he's just not great on the ball. He's his brain thinks too slow to release it. When he does see a pass and look up, 3 players on him, boom, lose the ball and for Diaz. Yeah, I still think City will win the league. But I don't think it's that obvious like I thought it like a week ago. I think they need a striker, and I don't think they need a striker. I think they need another centre back. They need somebody who can play on that right hand side. And they got Laporte and Ake who filled 8 their backup centre back after Jones and Diaz, but they're both left footed. They're both playing that left hand side, and it killed the balance completely. They need another striker. I mean, they need a striker. They need a striker, a top striker to get you 20 goals to kill teams off. They miss De Bruyne off the ball. I mean, De Bruyne is an 8, and when you think of Man City, they went down the league with Aguero, David Sherlin, David Sane, they would press you. Then David Silva will go after you. Then De Bruyne will go after you a bit, but not as much David Silva. And they always had that cutting in. Delph would have tucked in, though they always had that cutting in. So he beat that first line of press. You got another one. I think with the fault 9 is, I think they wanted to trade to 20 to weaknesses. With them 5 at top mixing together, I think if you do beat that press, especially Fernandinho, he's not a quick. He's not quick. He's read the game well, but he's not as quick. He can bombard in. You're on City. You're on like a flash. And I think the better teams do feel more confident, because when City won the league, got 100 points and 99 points. What that was better than winning 100 points. It was the greatest title defence ever. Yeah, mate. The greatest title defence ever, if you ask me. Because they won them big games. Teams couldn't get through them, even with all the quality. Teams didn't believe in them. They would jab teams, they would disorganise teams. Because they had that first line of press, then they had then they had like another 3, and then they just couldn't get to the defence because they were that good, they were that organised. Once they beat the first 3, they couldn't get past the second, and if they could get past the second 3, nobody was up, because basically they've been defending that low and block. No one could get up, and the defence could take the ball off them. So if you think of Manchester under Pep, can't really think of a top back line. Jonathan Otamendi, you'll take 100 points worth the first choice back line. Not a great back line. Okay, David Company, but he was injured. Jones and Laporte were a great back line. Let's be honest, particularly in the league with 99 points, the Company came back. That was a good back line. That was probably the best back line they had. They wouldn't have got that 199 points. They don't have a really great back line. They took us that midfield was so good, the attack was so good, teams couldn't press through them, and if they did, no one could with them, though the guy just got swamped. And like I said, they got 14 out of a possible 60 points. Post-Ficton Company era, I think they got 32 out of a possible 69, and that is just teams believing a bit more, teams pressing up against him a bit more. Losing Fernandinho when Fernandinho was in his prime. In that CDM, putting into centre back. Rodri struggled a bit in the Premier League. Aguero maybe went at his fluent best after that, and they just lost the fan. They just lost the fan a bit, and teams believed, and teams could get out of more, and they got that one got 81 points because teams could get out of more. Teams could press a bit higher. They believed they could get through the first 2 press, and really run at that defence and play a bit higher, so they're in more momentum, so they could bombard on that counter. And it was like that last season, if you think, until Christmas. Teams played higher, teams knocked the ball through midfield because they could get through that press. They know they can. De Bruyne was getting a bit frustrated, though he didn't have a great season. They know Pace would do Diaz and Laporte. Though Pep had to change him, and to be fair, he did, but in big games, they still came up short. I think the goalkeeper was good like he was 3 years ago. I think he still make mistakes. Think about the Champions League final. Why are you running out? It's a bit stupid. The other day, he should have got it. Penalty against United, he should have got. Though I think the keeper's making a few mistakes. And with the false 9, they haven't got that defensive discipline don't got the two. Like, you don't got the two of Fernandinho and Delph like it was. And teams believe more they just would run out on Fernandinho look a bit slower. And it's really probably Fernandinho slower. Cancelo isn't a natural midfielder, though he'll be a bit slower on the ball. And teams just would press him high more, though even with that pace he got, they'll just knock it to the teammate and out doing that way and make them panic. So I think they need another defender who can play on the right hand side of the defence. I think they need a striker. No one City. I think they will get it, but time running out. I think they don't get it. That could have cost in the league in the big games. But that's my review on the Premier League. I will do this in a week, where I'll be doing week number